have a favourite author, and that author has a book series, and in that series I have my all-time favourite fictional character. And last month, that author wrote a book in that series with the protagonist as my all-time favourite fictional character. This is Stuart McBride's Now We Are Dead, and I have loads of other books to haul, but I need to talk about this one right now. Now We Are Dead is told from the perspective of Roberta Steele, and Roberta Steele is my all-time favourite character. She's one of the most inspirational characters, and to me she's very real. You know, she's inspired. She inspires a lot of my writing, and one of my characters in particular who I'm obsessed with just now. But as you can see, I'm only a little of the way into it because I'm trying to savour it. But Stuart McBride, if you haven't checked out his Logan McRae series, they're set in Aberdeen. It's a crime series. There are that many books in the series. So if you're looking to kind of indulge and binge read a crime series, I cannot recommend it enough. He has such a fun writing style. Because this is told through the perspective of Steele, it's very sarcastic. Oh, I love her so much. Okay, so we've got the best one out of the way. Now we're going to do one that has a really good memory attached to it, and this is Stephen Fry's Mythos. This is Fry writing kind of in layman's terms Greek mythology, but it's not in layman's terms in the sense that you're being talked down to. It means that you don't need to have any knowledge of Greek mythology to be able to read it. I'm about halfway through it, and I love it. I actually got this for free, kind of, because I saw him do a talk about this at the Brighton Dome a couple of months ago, and this was included in the ticket price. And seeing Stephen Fry in the flesh for the first time was one of the most wonderful experiences, and certainly one of the highlights of 2017. Homie's Little Helper by Casey Watson. Casey Watson is a foster carer. She has written quite a few true stories about the kids in her care. This is, I think, only the first one that I've read of hers. But I'm trying to read a lot more true crime because my novels are slowly segueing from fantasy thriller to crime thriller. So I'm trying to get a lot more realism in there, of course, and crime fiction, crime thriller, true stories. Losing it. True stories are one of the best ways to do that. It's about a little girl who has symptoms of OCD, and it's a good read, if I can say that about a true story. The other true stories that I've not read either of them. This one is Another Forgotten Child by Cathy Glass. I don't know what it's about. The tagline is Too Late to Help, a shocking true story of abuse and neglect. And I always feel really bad when I say that I love reading stories about neglected and abused children, because that sounds wrong, that sounds horrible. But I just feel like they're the ones that evoke the most emotions in me, and because you're dealing with innocent young children or characters if it's fiction, it always has that strong dichotomy of innocence and evil. So I always find them the most moving. Just Neglected by Jenny Molloy. This is True Stories of Children's Search for Love in and Out of the Care System. This one I've read teeny weeny little bit. Yes, I do dog-ear books. I know, I'm Satan. This one looks like it's several characters interweaving. I'm not too sure, so I'm probably not going to enjoy this one as much as this one, but we'll see. So the last few I went to the library to get out intentionally, and the first one, finally, Coraline, Neil Gaiman. I hate that cover, I really don't like it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is an adorable little story. I love Henry Selick's film of Coraline. I just think it's so fun and so beautiful, and reading it, obviously because it's a children's story, it's got quite juvenile language, but that's to be expected. It's still dark. It's not as dark as the film, but it's still dark and absolutely beautiful. And then the other fiction is The Tempest. If you've seen any of my recent hauls over the last few months, you may remember me saying that I'm currently working my way through Shakespeare. I've read maybe 5 Shakespeares in 2017, maybe 6, and I'm planning on reading one a month throughout 2018 as well. So I thought I'll get The Tempest. No reason why I chose The Tempest. It was the first one that I saw on the shelf that I hadn't read. So I thought, yeah, let's go for it. And with these last two, I'm very, very, very excited. So we have Cambridge Latin Course Book 1. There are 5 books in this series, I believe. And then we have Essential GCSE Latin. I am learning Latin, and it's going reasonably well, but it is very difficult. But this book is incredible. It is so easy to follow. It's very good for the memory because you have Like, I don't like it when they have the foreign sentence and then the English translation underneath, because your eyes automatically go to that translation. So you don't get the chance to see if you remember it. But with this, you have pictures to help you. But you still have to kind of be able to fathom out the sentences and work out the word order and things. So I'm looking forward to progressing with this one. This one, the GCSE one, I haven't read, I haven't started it. It looks very text heavy, but I think it's going to be pretty good. Easily one of the most thrilling batches of books I've had out of the library in a long time, and of course Stephen Fry's Mythos. If you've read any of these, what do you think of them? I'd love to start some discussions going about these. And if you're learning Latin, please let me know of any good resources online, because I need to be able to hear how these words are pronounced, because I'm probably not pronouncing all of them correctly. Any book suggestions always welcomed, and I'll speak to you all soon.